Hi guys, welcome back to Fashion School with Nick Verreos. For today's lesson, I'm draping a dress using one single piece of fabric. So this design was inspired by Japanese designer Watanabe Junya, and who does a lot of these asymmetrical styles, just like this. Very Japanese draping. Also, it can be done in muslin or it can be done in a knit jersey fabric. But this time, we're going to do it in muslin. So you're going to cut a piece of muslin that's 2 yards long. I know it's a lot. And it's going to be about 50 to 60 inches wide. You're going to need it to be pretty wide, all right? And then in one of the corners, the right side corner, you're going to draw a line right there on the bias, the diagonal line, as you can see in this little image, and then you're going to mark 15 inches from that corner and put a boop right there on that bias line. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have my 2 yards of muslin right here pinned. This is the bias grain line that you guys drew, okay, that runs right diagonally across the fabric. And then I pinned the 15-inch mark right there, the cross mark, boop, right here on my center front neck. See, that's my center front neck. That's where I pinned it. You have a corner right up here. See, that's one of the corners, so you can see that. All right, so once you've done that, then you're ready to start. Okay, so in order to start, then you pin there, and then I would pin a couple pins like this, just hunker it down right to about the bust level, and that's it. That's it, just stop there. And then now, do you see what's happening here? All right, you guys know what to do. So you're gonna clip from the top corner down to here, all right? This can be a little tricky. Let's see if I can do this, okay? So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna lift up, and I'm clipping, and oh yes. All right, we did it, see? Okay, so we clipped. I'm gonna clip right to the front neck. Okay, that's nice. Now, you needed to do that because in order to drape and smooth your neck, you're gonna need to do that. So now that you have one excess here, you can cut it. So cut right here at the neck level of your dress form. Cut right across, just like that, and say bye-bye, all right? And then you can cut right into the neck, see? Until you smooth it. And then notice what's happening here, so you can keep smoothing. I cut, and I cut. I'm gonna cut some of this, and I'm gonna just keep clipping until, oh nice, and I'm gonna do another clip right there. Okay, so that's much better, and see, it just smooth that area. All right, so now you can pin your shoulder area, so you can hold it down right around mid shoulder. So I'm going to place a pin. Now it's going to be easier because you're going to also drape the back, so it's easier if you place your pins towards you as opposed to like back here like that. Okay, just a little hint, a draping hint. So go towards you like that. That'll help you a little bit when you have to take them out. Okay, so now we're going to do the next part of the neck. See how this is flopping over? So you want to smooth the shoulder, that area, so we can cut this corner off right there, and then I can just start clipping right in. Be careful guys, you don't overclip until you smooth it. See, there's a little bit of tension until I smooth, and I like that. See, clip the neck, okay? So then, now you're gonna hold it down right here, mid-shoulder, again, pins, so the pins are towards you. There we go, much better. All right, so now that we've done that, I think that's pretty good right there, all right? So the next step is you're gonna take this fabric, see, right here, just smooth this, smooth it, to the side seam. Here we are at the side seam. Do you see that? So you're just going to smooth this to the side seam. Do not pull. It's okay to leave this here. Just smooth it, and you're going to pin. Just one pin right here at the side seam, all right? Just hold it down. I'm going to do a slider method so it really holds. Okay. All right, guys. And now we're ready for the drape. The Japanese one-piece drape. Okay? You guys ready? So, here we have the fabric. You're gonna take one end, the corner. Take this corner, I'm gonna shift this around, and the whole point is you're gonna bring the front of your fabric and put it into the back. So watch. You watching? You're gonna lift this up, lift it up until this area, it looks like the selvage, comes to the shoulder, all right? Because you can lift it up here and then it still hasn't met the shoulder. You want it to go up to here, to the shoulder area. So I'm gonna lift this up until it barely passes the shoulder. So you're gonna get a big point up here, all right? And so as you do that, what is happening, I'm gonna show you. Now, I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna lift this up and I'm gonna pin it, just pin it so I can show you what's happening. So as I lift this up, guys, take a look. The cowls are happening. All right, the cowls are happening. They don't look too cute now, but they'll be cuter, all right? And so what you wanna do is you lift it up until you create your cowl. Your drapes are gonna, hello. Your drapes are gonna happen, and then you come around to the front, look at this, and use your hand. If you need to remove a pin, watch. I'm gonna remove this pin to then help me with the cowl, it's draping. It's drape. All right? And so I'm going to keep doing this. Now, the trick is you want to bring all this fabric up. Bring it up. Okay? You're going to bring it up. So keep bringing it up. See? And it goes over, and just let it drape over the neck. Just let it drape over the neck. All right? And this happens naturally as you drape it. It's going to, maybe take a while, and then place a pin there. What you want to also make sure is that here on the side seam, this cowl, this U, is at the level of the waist. If you can see that right there, all right? If you can see that right there, that's the level of the waist. You don't want to go any lower, all right? So that's what you want to do, is make sure you get it to that level. So now, again, keep smoothing and draping. Use your hands. So this is smooth. You get to the neck where this is going to be smooth up to the shoulder, and then pin. So I'm going to place another pin here. I'm going to place another pin here. All right? We've got our neck right there. And then just pin this whole shoulder and back neck area. So make sure, so basically you've put together the front to the back. So now, once you've done that, then you can clip, cut, and finish pinning your shoulder area. Okay, as you can see, I've clipped my neckline, my back neckline, just like what I did with the front and the shoulder as well, and pinned it. I also marked my back neck, so just mark. I go a little bit lower here, mark the neckline and your shoulder, do the same for the shoulder, and then now turn it around, do the same for the front. I mark my front neckline. It's high, it's a bateau neckline. Now if you wanted to, you could do a V or more of a scoop. I'm gonna lift this up so you guys can see, and then right here, there's my shoulder, and there's my shoulder. Okay, so we're good. So now it's time to just pin the shoulders together and then cut the excess at the shoulders. All right, so we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to take my pins. That's why I had them towards me. Take all the pins, put them up here for the front and the back, and then I'm going to join them right here. And then I'm watching, see, right here, and I just made it. Remember when I brought up that the fabric from the point? Look, I just want to show you, like, you're barely made. Look at this. That's the selvage. I barely made it. Okay, so always be careful. So look, here's the excess. There's the excess from the front, excess from the back, and so I'm just gonna cut that off like that. There you go. Okay, and it's okay, leave that there. And so then same thing for this shoulder. You're gonna pin together, and then you're gonna cut. All right. Okay, so you've done that. So now it's time to take care of this business, okay? All right, so we're just gonna take care of it right now. All right, so see what you've done here? So remember that you were draping, you were working on your cowls. So this is something, a work in progress, to make sure. See, look at your cowls, they're natural. They're gonna go around, It's a cowl, it's gonna go around. And remember I told you that you wanted to make sure that this cowl is gonna be about waist level. So what you wanna do is you wanna create a pocket. You wanna create a pocket because in here is gonna be a secret hidden seam. Yes, I said that. Secret hidden seam. All right, it's going to be in there. All right, just a little seam. So what you want to do with your hands, just keep creating a pocket. Just go in there, and if you want to use this here to make it even a deeper pocket, make it more of a cowl, and so you're creating a pocket, just go in there like that. See, look, take a look at here on one side, and it's okay if it's not even like that, but you want to just go in here. Go like that with your hands, and this is at the side seam level, and then you're gonna pin this down. So you're gonna go from the arm plate, right at the bottom of the arm plate, that's your arm plate, see? Hi, arm plate, right here, then to the bottom, right there. So pin that down. Okay, so I've pinned this down right here. It's gonna be the hidden seam, look, that's the front, and it's gonna be hidden, it's gonna be tucked in by this cowl drape. It's gonna like hide it, okay? And same thing with this. See the cowl drapes? They're gonna hide the seam, all right? So I pin that down, and then you're gonna cut this excess. So take your scissors, and I go right in here, And maybe I'll bring this out. I'll bring the hidden right there. Do you see that? I'm going to bring it out. Hopefully, you guys can see that. And I'm going to cut right there. I'm cutting about 2 3/4 of an inch. Just cut, and then cut right to the top. Okay? And then watch. Then tuck it back in. Tuck the seam back in with your cowl. Tuck it back in. Tuck it back in. It gets hidden. It gets hidden with your cowl. See, just start draping your cowl and your hidden seam. It's in there. Then when you're happy with that, you like that, now you can draw and cut your armhole. So that's what I'm going to do. You're just going to make a little drawing right here. Draw, shape your armhole right there, and then we'll get to this side. And then we're almost done. All right? Okay, so time to just draw this. Okay, so I've cut out my armhole. As you can see, traditional armhole shape. It's sleeveless. A little bit of a drop shoulder. I kind of like the drop shoulder. It just kind of happened as I was draping. Okay, so then I come around. You see the C, and then here's your hidden seam. See, I even marked it. So I cut out all that excess. Remember, it was like a pocket. It came out, so I cut it out. So this is going to be a hidden seam. It just goes out to there. That's it. See, you just sew that area, and then you tuck it in. You tuck it in, and it gets just hidden in there with the cowl. Shut the cowl drape door. Okay. See the cowls that are created from one single piece of fabric. There's no front and back, really. It's just it's front to back. And it goes around and around. All right, so now we have to finish it off with the one real traditional seam, one side seam that really goes from top to bottom. All right, so how are we going to do that? See, you're going to take the back, the front, and then you're going to pin it. You're going to pin it right down the side seam, and then you're just going to cut all this excess off, and then you're going to put that in the recycle bin to use. All right, so how do we do that? See, we're at the side seam right here. So take your front. I took this pin out. Remember, we held it there, and then I take my front to my back, and I feel the side seam. There it is, right under the arm plate, again about an inch. We're going to do this side just like that. All right, but we're going to cut here. So I take both fabrics, and I make sure do not pull, because this is kind of a shift dress, you know, a little bit of a shift dress, so it's a little roomier, and so it's, you know, it's not really a tent dress, but it's, you know, it's not fitted, it's not tight. Okay, this is not a bodycon. All right, this is Japanese advanced asymmetrical drape dress. Okay, so then I'm going to just keep pinning, and this sometimes takes time. You can do it twice. Just make sure that you get it right, because sometimes when I pin and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be straight and balanced, and then sometimes it goes to the front, it goes to the back, so you know, it might take a couple tries. So I can feel that out, and I'm pinning, and I'm already pinning right here, and I'm feeling that I have a lot of excess. Do you see that? So I can just cut right there. Just cut all that off. I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to go straight down like that, and then see, I have this, and then I'm going to cut this straight down, and that's going to go into the recycling bin. Okay. And then now I have less to deal with, to work with, and now I really can feel my side seam right here, so you guys can see, so it's even. See, there's the back, there's the front. I'm trying to go straight down. All right, I'm not going to go down too far. All right, it's going to be kind of a short, slightly asymmetrical dress, and I'm going to follow the cowls to do my hem. So I'm going to go from here to here, and I think that's a good length right there. So I'm going to just stop right there, and then now I'm really going to cut. So now I always clip, you know that. All right, because it can affect my draping. So then I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to cut the rest of this all the way down, and if I want, I can keep clipping. All right, clipping. Okay, and then if I think it's a little too boxy right there, do you see that? You can fix it by doing that, and then you can make it even a little more of a shape. See? You can see the shape. You can drape the shape, make it closer to the body, but it's still, you know, very modern looking, very chic. All right, we like that. So I'm going to do that, pin that, mark, and then just pin your armhole the same way you did with that one. Now, cut. Again, all of this goes to the muslin recycling bin. All right, I'm going to cut around. We're going around. Ooh! Oh! it just released itself. It's gonna make my cowl drape prettier, okay? All right. Cut, 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 cut. I'm gonna cut. All right, it's going to the recycling bin. And then now I'm gonna check. I'm gonna cut some excess here that I don't like, all right? And then now look, the asymmetrical hem. Look at my cowl drape, just double check it. The hidden seam, cowl drape here on the side. And ladies and gentlemen, you have your one-piece front to back, asymmetrical, Japanese-inspired drape. Thanks for watching Fashion School with Nick Verreos. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to get my new book, The Fundamentals of Fashion Draping. It's available on Amazon.com.